Okay, so to actually access this, the information is blurred out because it wants you to start the vehicle. So go ahead and start the car. It's cold. It's like 34 degrees here. I'm in St. Louis. Anyway, so there's your pocket gauge that has your horsepower. And I'm in the sport mode for the viewing of your tachometer, your dash gauge, your cluster. Anyway, the mode on the bottom does not matter. You can be in sport, track, it doesn't matter this. What you're doing is specifically modifying your gauge cluster. So you have the car turned on, running, and it'll actually let you access your information again. When you're in the information screen, you're using these buttons, up, down, left, right, and you got your select button. You want to go down to settings, I believe it is. I'm in sport, select sport mode, and then there's where it is. Okay, so you're scrolling down inside this little menu. There's your pocket gauges, okay? And now when you're on that, basically you're on it because it's what's in the middle. You're gonna go ahead and press right, and it'll let you edit the gauges. And now you can scroll left or right, and you can go up and down. So it's gonna give you these options. But only when the car is running can you get that horsepower, or edit it as far as I know. Right, it's got the transmission, oil pressure, oil temp, battery. I like oil pressure. Anyway, that's how you edit that. And then you can go back into view. Information's basically going to give you all the technical information of your oil life, your tire pressures, stuff like that. Your mileage per gallon. You go left again, and you go to performance, and you're getting all these really cool performance stuffs in the middle. Your G's, acceleration to start. You get this whole other cool menu. I like to run it where it has the wheel slip or the tires in the middle, just because, you know, it's kind of cool. So that's really as easy as it was to change that again. If you want to change that gauge, go to settings, and there's your settings inside the gauge. Your settings, this is the display theme, so pay attention to the yellow or orange font. I usually run it, it depends on the mood, but you're going to go to the right, and I'm going to go back into track just because I like the options I selected in there. And you're going to go ahead and view performance, and you can get all these good things. This view does have this really cool one too, which is your PSI, your G-force, you know, your oil temp, and your TANS temp. That's a lot of good information. Plus, this looks really cool. You'll also notice this little bar at the top. It's going to start around 3,500 to 4, and it's going to slightly decrease towards the right. It's going to get, the warmer your engine does, the higher revs your car is going to allow you to do, or want you to do. So eventually that'll make its way over to like the 6 or 6.5. So that's pretty cool too, because you want to get your temperatures up, but you're also, there it goes, it's moving, and you don't want to just move, you know, you want it to do it on its own. You don't want to be too aggressive. Jay Leno always said you want to start that car up and let it warm up. You got to get those pressures and those, you know, fluid temperatures up.